They point out she is utterly repulsed by the PDA from Prince Harry. Look at this now. Look at it in slow motion. And then there is the horror on Meghan's face. Get away from me, man. Oh, but I'm going to have to post this anyway because I've got something to prove.
But Prince Harry, this is probably one of the worst few months of his life.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Other news today, more drama for Prince Harry and wife Meghan as they celebrate their 5th wedding anniversary.
Meghan Markle's year just keeps getting more complicated, especially now that she's been called out in one of the worst ways yet. And to make matters even more intense, rumors are flying that things between Meghan and Harry aren't going so well. Their recent public appearance only added fuel to the fire. People couldn't help but notice how uncomfortable Meghan looked around Harry. This whole situation has fans and critics wondering, does Meghan really love Harry, or is she just sticking around because of his royal name and the status it brings? It's a messy story, and we're about to break it all down. So sit back, because what I'm about to share explains exactly why so many people have suddenly turned on Meghan Markle. The start of 2025, Meghan seemed eager to hit the reset button on her image. Like a lot of people at the beginning of a new year, she appeared to be going for a fresh start. Part of that plan included her return to Instagram, after being away for over 5 years. This comeback was supposed to be her moment. 2025 was going to be her year. She probably thought people would finally warm up to her. But that's not how things turned out. Meghan's first video on her brand new Instagram account was met with so much backlash that she ended up disabling all comments and hiding likes, not just on that post, but on every video she shared afterward. And from that moment on, things just kept going downhill. It all built up to the event that's got the whole internet buzzing right now. Meghan and Harry were spotted on a date night at Beyoncé's final LA show of her Cowboy Carter tour at SoFi Stadium. If you looked at Meghan's Instagram, you'd think it was a magical night. She posted a sweet message saying, "About last night, thank you at Beyoncé and team for an amazing concert and a very fun date night. All love." She also shared several photos of herself and Harry grinning from ear to ear, along with videos of them enjoying the show. Under normal circumstances, that might have been the end of it. But given how this year's gone for Meghan, of course the drama didn't stop there.
This slow motion video from the royal griff where they point out she is utterly repulsed by the PDA from Prince Harry. Look at this now in slow motion. And then there is the horror on Meghan's face. Get away from me, man. Oh, but I'm going to have to post this anyway because I've got something to prove.
Shortly after she made the post, Meghan started trending, but not for the reasons she hoped. People began picking apart the photos and videos, saying they didn't feel real. One video of Meghan and Harry trying to show affection came under serious fire, with viewers calling it forced and awkward.
Not enjoy that Beyoncé concert at all. It's not his sort of thing. As I say, he spent the entire time apparently looking up miserably now and again, and then being beckoned over. Come on, Harry, pose for another picture. So he put on his cowboy hat and did that. So I don't think any of that image making is washing with anyone, really.
Once that video made the rounds, things got ugly fast. People on social media were relentless. Take a look at some of the comments. "Yeah, when I feel unsafe, the first place I go is a packed concert with 40,000 other people." Harry and Meghan showed up at Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter show in LA last night. Harry still looks uncomfortable. Meghan's dancing is just not it. She's the one in blue with the cowboy hat, and he looks totally miserable. Harry and Meghan are such copycats. First, they go just because William and Catherine went. Second, they probably got cheap tickets since it wasn't sold out. Third, Meghan wants to look like a star, but she ended up looking like she wore the wrong outfit for the wrong kind of night out. Harry looks like he's had way too much sugar or something else. He looks completely out of it. And don't get me started on that ridiculous cowboy hat. It screams desperation. They had zero control over that guest suite. The host and the people in there didn't mind filming them. That crowd wasn't exactly upper class either. Harry just seems miserable and uncomfortable. He's stuck with people who clearly aren't from the same world he grew up in. And the guest filming them? Totally rude.
I think this is the answer to everything. Show everyone we're happy, show everyone we're in love, and that cancels out anything negative, any bad press we get.
So here's what's been going around. Meghan and Harry were at the Beyoncé concert recently, and people are saying they went because Meghan and Beyoncé are supposedly super close. Some even say they're best friends. But others are wondering, if that's true, why didn't Beyoncé invite them backstage? Not even a quick photo together? That part really got people talking. But that wasn't the end of the heat Meghan was facing. Just a day later, she posted something for Mother's Day on Instagram. Caption read, "Cheers to juggling it all with joy." Then she added, "And to these two gems who still attempt to climb Mama Mountain, smother me with kisses and make every day the most memorable adventure. Being your mom is the greatest privilege of my life. I too love you more than all the stars and all the sky, all the raindrops and all the salt on all the French fries in all the world." The post itself looked sweet and harmless, until people noticed what Prince Archie was wearing in the photo. He had on a fancy pair of pajamas from a high-end New York designer. The stylish set included crisp white pants with navy piping and a matching long-sleeve collared top with a pocket on the left side. The outfit was reportedly bought from Lowland, New York and cost around £61, according to Hello. The kids' version, called the navy white on Fawn Bonu pajamas, was part of a limited edition, and they're no longer available for sale. But let's be real, even if they were still around, most parents wouldn't be lining up to spend that kind of money on sleepwear for their children. Now, no one is shocked that Meghan and Harry, who are literally royalty, dress their kids in expensive clothes. That's not the issue. What rubbed people the wrong way is that all throughout 2025, since her return to Instagram, Meghan has been trying to come off as relatable and down to earth. But with posts like this, it's not working, and people aren't holding back. One commenter said, "Meghan? I don't like her. It's always about her. Nothing about Harry. Nothing real. No mention of their own parents. That says a lot." Another wrote, "Must be nice to have staff take care of everything and just forget about your own mom. She once said she was too famous to go to a mom and toddler group. Maternal? She's about as maternal as a snake." Some even said she completely missed the point of Mother's Day. One comment read, "It's not meant to be moms praising themselves. It's for kids to thank their mothers." Doria didn't even get a mention. Not a single word for her own mom. It's all just Meghan celebrating. Meghan, what else is new?
Meghan Markle takes yet another swipe at the royal family and then decides to go on this huge rant, almost out of breath there, detailing every bit of work that she does. You know, being one of the most privileged people on the planet, she still won't talk about how hardworking she is, which includes coming up with Instagram captions. I mean, we never hear other real leaders talking about how hard they work. You just see it in their actions. But for Meghan Markle, you know, of course, she's the exception, kids.
Now, let's talk about Meghan's recent projects, because things aren't going any better there either. 4 months now, Meghan's been catching L after L. From her podcast to her Netflix show, things are not landing the way she hoped. Her Netflix series with Love, Meghan was introduced as a cozy, heartfelt show with lifestyle tips, some cooking, and a warm personal touch. But instead of impressing viewers, it left many disappointed. Critics and fans alike say it fell flat. What was supposed to be a comforting, feel-good experience ended up sparking more eye rolls than smiles. Then there's her podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder. Meghan, now 43, launched this as a follow-up to her previous Archetypes podcast. Produced by Lemonada, this new show came with a lot of hype. But so far, it hasn't lived up to the buzz. In fact, the show already dropped out of Spotify's Top 100 chart in both the US and the UK, and that's a big red flag, especially for someone with Meghan's level of fame and the backing behind her. According to Edward Coram James, CEO of PR and SEO agency Go Up, this was a major missed opportunity. He told Express.co.uk that the podcast's introduction, especially the decision to start with ads right off the bat, was puzzling. For someone with Meghan's platform, it came across as impersonal and scripted, like an impersonator was reading the lines, not Meghan herself. That's a problem when your whole brand is supposed to be built on being authentic and empowering. If listeners can't even recognize your voice at the start, how can they connect with the message? And remember, the show was supposed to include big names like Beyoncé and Taylor Swift. But so far, none of those high-profile guests have shown up. With just 4 episodes out and behind-the-scenes reports already hinting at crisis talks, the outlook isn't great. Quorum James added that while it's normal for most podcasts to include ads, Meghan had a chance and the expectation to do something special and true to her style. Instead, it feels like a basic, plug-and-play format that doesn't reflect her brand or the care fans were expecting. Bottom line, this podcast had the potential to be a game changer. But right now it's raising eyebrows, and not in the good way. To top it all off, Meghan's relationship with Harry is also under a microscope. Friends of Harry are reportedly really concerned, and not just in a he needs a break way. They're saying he looks truly unhappy. Not stressed. Not tired. Just lost. People close to him say he's changed completely since Meghan came into his life. The fun, carefree Harry they used to hang out with, the guy who loved to joke around and grab a pint, is gone. These days, it's all about wellness retreats, therapy sessions, and international causes. Now, whether you see that as growth or as someone being tightly managed depends on your view. But his friends are raising serious concerns. To them, Meghan seems to be the one steering the ship. Even royal commentator Ingrid Seward has weighed in. She believes that while there might be a slight chance for Harry to fix things with King Charles, the bond with Prince William? That's done. She didn't sugarcoat it either, saying Meghan's influence is strong and exactly what you'd expect from someone who knows how to play the Hollywood game. From the outside, it looks like Harry's been rewritten. Whether that rewrite leads to a happy ending or becomes a cautionary tale, well, we're still watching that unfold. Anyway, what do you all think? Is Meghan really the problem here, or is she getting hit with too much unfair criticism? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other videos for the latest updates. Until next time, take care and stay tuned.